So the biggest thing that was holding me back from my weight loss journey was my favorite candy bar and soda. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I was still able to satisfy my sugar craving and still lose 90 pounds. If you struggle with weight loss and looking for content to help support your weight loss journey that's all about nutrition, fitness, and weight loss, be sure to click that subscribe button because that's what my channel is all about, for inspiration and encouragement for your weight loss journey. I've learned that it was almost impossible to not go a week without having my favorite candy bar or drinking my favorite soda. And every time I try a new diet, it felt like I was fighting an uphill battle because I know I am going to eventually crave into my favorite candy bar. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, be sure to leave a comment down the description below. When I started my weight loss journey, it was extremely difficult for me to cut out candy bars. Then I discovered protein bars. When I first discovered protein bar, at first they weren't great, but eventually they evolved. And the protein bars that I'm about to share with you that satisfy my cravings for my favorite candy bars is gonna absolutely blow your mind. Because these are not no ordinary protein bars. These protein bars that I'm about to show you taste almost identical as the candy bars that I love. Now, the way I see things is that if I'm unable to cut things out completely, like a candy bar, then I might as well find an alternative that's a lot better. When you compare protein bars to candy bars, protein has much more nutrition than candy bars. Candy bars are usually loaded with sugar and have no nutritional value when it comes to macros. Candy bars are loaded with chemicals and corn syrup, which is really bad when you're extremely overweight. The good thing with the protein bars I'm about to show you is that it doesn't have any corn syrup, and on top of that, they're very fulfilling. And the reason why they're very fulfilling is because they're high in protein, they're high in fats, and it's very low in carbs. It sounds insane. And whenever you eat foods that are high in protein, it keeps you fulfilled because your body takes a slow time to digest protein. Let's crack into these bars. I'm going to share with you 7 of my favorite candy bars growing up and how I found a protein bar that tastes almost identical to that candy bar, which satisfied my craving. Starting with number 1, my favorite candy bar growing up was always Butterfinger. And if you're a Butterfinger fan, let me know down in the comments below. The best protein bar that I found to replace Butterfinger is a Quest Hero bar. The best protein bar that I know that tastes almost identical as a Butterfinger is the Quest Peanut Butter Chocolate Bar. The first time I had this bar, I couldn't believe it. I would say, damn, how do you make something so identical that tastes like Butterfinger? When it comes to trying to lose weight, it's always best to pick a diet that is low carbs because the more carbs we eat, the more we're spiking our insulin. And when our insulin is spiked, it's preventing our body to burn fat, which is why I've lost a lot of weight just keeping it low carb. And on top of that, when you're eating a lot of sugar are known to damage the skin. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to avoid loose skin, sugar plays an impact on getting loose skin. So we'll play a game right now to see who's the winner when it comes to more nutrition. We know the obvious answer, but I just want to make this fun. The Quest bar is 200 calories. Butterfinger is 270 calories. That's 1 point for Quest. When it comes to protein count, Quest has 19 grams of protein, whereas Butterfinger only has 4 grams of protein. When it comes to total fats, Quest have 12 grams of fat, but Butterfinger only has 11 grams. So we'll give that point to Butterfinger. Now here's where things get interesting. When it comes to total carbohydrates, Quest only have 18 grams of carbs. When you subtract it and try to get net carbs, it only has 3 net carbs and 1 gram of sugar. However, when it comes to Butterfinger, it has a whopping 43 grams of carbs and 28 grams of sugar. That's an amount of sugar of a small bowl. So if you're eating Butterfinger, you just ate an entire bowl of sugar. So we have an obvious winner here, which is the Protein Quest Peanut Butter Bar. Now that you know the nutritional difference between a regular candy bar and a protein bar, I'm just gonna move on to the rest of the protein bars that I find that replaces my favorite candy bars without comparing nutritional values, because they're pretty much all the same. The second protein bar I'm going to share with you is the Quest Hero Caramel Pecan. And by the way, I am not sponsored by Quest. They just make really good bars, and I probably spent half my income on Quest bars. That's not true, but I do spend a lot of money on Quest bars. This Quest bar blew my mind because if you love Twix and Snickers, it's like them two had sex and produced this. Yeah, just look at this healthy child. This Quest Hero bar is only 190 calories and have 16 grams of protein, whereas a Snicker or Twix bar is around over 200 calories and have 0 protein. Next up, if you're a big fan of Three Musketeers and Crunch candy bars, I have something good for you. The best protein bar that I found to replace the Three Musketeers was this Think Full Fudge Chocolate Brownie bar. And it also has a whopping 20 grams of protein. And if you absolutely love Crunch candy bar, then the best replacement for that is the Chocolate Brownie Fudge by Think. By the way, if you want any of these protein bars, there's a link down for you to purchase them in the description below. It is an Amazon affiliate link. The only difference is that when you purchase through my link, I also get a small portion of it, and it helps me a lot to create more awesome content for you. Do I have any white chocolate lovers? If you are, I have good news for you, my friend. I used to love Hershey's cookies and cream white chocolate. The best protein bar that I found was a good replacement, and this is about to blow your mind, was the Quest Blueberry Cobbler. What makes this bar mind-blowing is that it shows that it's a blueberry cobbler. To me, it tastes like a Hershey's cookies and cream bar. If you don't believe me, you gotta try it out yourself. And the last candy bar that I wanna show with you are wafer bars. If you love wafer bars and you think it's impossible to find a different alternative, you're wrong. I'm here to help you out. Man, I feel like a superhero because I get to show you how to satisfy your cravings of their favorite candy bar and still lose weight. And that replacement I call is Power Crunch. Power Crunch tastes so good, it tastes like a wafer that's dipped in chocolate. Now these bars are not better than the Quest Hero bars or the Think bars due to the fact that they're only 13 grams of proteins and 220 calories, which is quite a lot. But if you're craving a wafer bar and that's your favorite thing and you do not like Snickers, Twix, or white chocolate, I would recommend, and this would be my go-to whenever I'm craving a wafer bar. Now it's time to get rid of the soda and juices. This is me trying to sing, but I know I'm not a good singer, but I should still try out on American Idol. If you find that funny and you find value in my content, be sure to hit that like button so that the algorithm picks up this video and share it to someone who needs encouragement with weight loss. Now, the biggest thing that helped me to lose my first 30 pounds was to cut off soda. Soda does so much damage to the body. Number one, it doesn't fill me up. Number two, it's loaded in sugar. About 2 liters of soda have 1 quart of sugar. The thing I realized that made me addicted to the soda was the fizziness of it. So what I've done is found 0-calorie fizzy drinks, also known as carbohydrate drinks, aka sparkling water. My absolute favorites is the sparkling water from SWEETS, the raspberry lime flavor, and the ice orange. The ice orange only has 5 calories, and this SWEETS drink only has 0 calories. I promise you, if you eliminate soda and just stick to these sparkling drinks that I recommend to you, or any sparkling drinks that has 0 to 5 calories, then you will lose your first 30 pounds. Now, if you find yourself that you cannot stick to sparkling water or flavored sparkling water, I do not recommend this, but it's way better than drinking soda, then stick to diet soda. But even then, I would not recommend diet soda at all. What I highly recommend is just cut out any Coca-Cola, any soda, and just drink sparkling water. We live in a time right now where 0-calorie carbonated drinks taste almost as identical as soda. So why pick something harmful when you could pick something that's beneficial? And lastly, I would have cravings for juices. When it comes to juices, I look for drinks that are 0 to 10 calories. I didn't understand why in the past I would drink something that was so high in calories and won't fill me up. If I'm just looking for a juice that's to satisfy my cravings, then I'll spend 20 calories instead of 200 calories, and that is loaded in sugars. So growing up, I love iced tea and watermelon juice. And these are the 2 things I would recommend. Bai is a good company for low-calorie juices, and so is Body Armor. I would also recommend Gatorade Zero, any juice that has 0 calories. There's also Powerade Zero. Guys, it's always best to pick the drinks that are very, very low in calorie, that is close to 0, and taste almost the same as the original one that is loaded in calories and full in sugar. I hope you have a lot of things to take away to help you satisfy your sugar cravings throughout your weight loss journey. Because I can relate with you when it comes to sticking to your diet and not being able to have your favorite candy bar. If you don't know what diet or food to help you to lose weight, be sure to click on this box above to see my top 8 fat burning foods that help my clients and I to lose over 90 pounds. You can get this information right now and accelerate your weight loss by clicking on the box right now and getting access to my top 8 fat burning foods. If you're struggling with weight loss and you're interested in working with me, I created a step-by-step online course that helped people that were struggling with weight loss and finally to lose weight. Look at these transformations I have here. If that interests you, feel free to book a call right now by clicking on this box. And the reason why I have this call before we accept you to this program is because I do not accept everyone. I only accept people that are dedicated on making a transformation in their weight loss. And lastly, if you know someone that is currently struggling with weight loss, be sure to share them this video and share them my channel so that they find inspiration and encouragement. Not only this will help my channel grow, but this will spark motivation for them for their weight loss journey as well. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Peace.